The Olympic sport of handball is fast, high-scoring, hard-hitting, and easily televisable. It requires running, jumping, and throwing hard. All skills American athletes have in abundance.
That's why the world has been waiting for the United States to dominate the game. Once we get beyond the confusion that forces us to call it team handball. It's been waiting for over 60 years.
Those of us who played the game, who believe in it strongly, finally came to the realization that putting our faith in the national governing body of the sport to develop it and make it the sport we knew it could be in this country was a false promise. So we decided to create an organization to raise public awareness of handball in America on our own terms and create our own leadership. And we are not in competition with USA Team Handball, the NGB of the sport in this country. We are here to support it.
If you go onto YouTube right now, there's not a whole lot of content right there in English, especially for instructing people as well as promoting the game. So that's something that we CHA as being an avenue to really get onto the scene and get people aware of the sport of handball, as well as educating them on how to get better at it.
What American Handball Associates can do is be specific and do the things that USA Team Handball can't do. One of them is to grow the sport. One of them is to bring visibility to the sport. And another important thing is to keep the history of the sport, allow people to understand where it started.
Army Champs is the unlikely story of a team of soldiers primarily, with orders to learn a game that was as foreign to them as baseball is to a Frenchman.
It started, among other events, with the Army Champs program back in 1969, which led to America's first Olympic handball team in '72. For several years, AHA has been working on a feature documentary about that team, predominantly made up of GIs, on orders from General William Westmoreland.
But I remember walking off the court, and there was a friend of mine from Oregon. I didn't know he was there. He saw us walk off, and he just was elated. It was, way to go, and congratulations. And the locker room, by far, was the happiest moment I've ever experienced in sports.
The film is an example of our three-pronged strategy to raise awareness about handball in America, the creation of live and media events. We hope to finish filming this year and have it ready for distribution by 2024, in time for the Olympics in Paris.
The great game of Olympic handball, or team handball, as it's known only in America, is about to hold its 27th World Championships in Cairo, Egypt. And for the first time in 20 years, the USA will be there.
Our strategy also includes traditional public relations, often overlooked in this time of social media. AHA specializes in the video press release, posted on YouTube, to get the word out to reporters and writers on a national media contact list that we regularly update, as well as other traditional PR tools.
Columbus Armada to try to knock them off.
Proof of their plans to send an armada against England.
Eventually, we will add online training, another area of great professional expertise, to our targeted objectives. We see it as a way to tap into the digital archive that we established with our other projects, which include live streaming a variety of international and local competitions.
I'm over from humble. I'm so appreciative. Every person in this room.
Our Handball Heroes Legacy Banquets are becoming our signature events, however. Handball Heroes 1, held during the California Cup in Fremont, California in 2020, saluted the career of recently retired USA Team Handball CEO Mike Cavanaugh. Live from the Swimmin' Sport Club in Flanders, New Jersey, the birthplace of team handball in the USA. American Handball Associates is proud to present Handball Heroes 2. Tonight, the Founders Awards.
In 2021, Handball Heroes 2 handed the Founders Awards out to Peter and Renata Bunig and Laszlo Jurak on his 90th birthday for their work in making handball possible in the United States.
So you can imagine that Renata, with the force of God, held this plane up and said, "We aren't going anywhere until all of my ladies are back on board." And of course we were laughing when they came back on board, but Renata was not.
Dad said to them, he said, "I'll make you a deal."
This year, Handball Heroes 3 will take place the last weekend in June in Detroit, co-hosted by the Detroit Handball Club.
We're really excited about Handball Heroes 3 in Detroit. It'll be a fun time. It's a little bit commemorative towards the 50th anniversary of the 1972 team, with a little bit of the Army Champs aspect of it, as well as paying a little homage to the existing club in Detroit that's growing rampantly, and something that we really want to try to promote is, successful growth, and we're here to try to combine those two worlds of past, present, and future.
It's a rare opportunity to have truly legends in the sport get together, and the fact that they're getting together in Detroit is particularly an honor. We can't wait to just celebrate this amazing sport, celebrate all the hard work that the generations before us have done.
American Handball Associates will continue to do the work, as we have for over 50 years, bringing the game of handball to the American public, whatever form that takes. A video press release, a documentary film, a tribute banquet, or a live-streamed international competition.
AHA will be there. We have a unique passion for the development of the game in this country, with a healthy dose of experience of doing it at all levels. We have what it takes to make a difference.
I was on the International Handball Federation coaching committee, and then my job was to then disseminate information down to the Pan Am nations. And so I was very comfortable with that, and very comfortable with the whole inner structure of the IHF, the president, the chair of the coaching committee.
You've got a lot of people associated with AHA that have been through experience, and at times painful experience, what works and what doesn't work. So there's a knowledge base there of an idea that's going to run into a brick wall, that maybe we can avoid that wall.
I think there's great opportunity to manage some events out there. It's really, really important that AHA continues the work of exposing the sport and finding ways to help people figure out what handball is or know what handball is in more detail.
People often tell me I have an old soul, so it keeps us moving in the right direction, and we kind of keep each other on a nice straight path, and it's something that we kind of are able to feed off of each other pretty well, and it's worked out, to my opinion, pretty smoothly so far.
It's not just a bunch of old guys trying to get it right before we retire. It is a bunch of old guys trying to get it right, but we're doing it with the next generation of handball evangelists, trying to pass on our experience to make a dent in the American market and try to reach that day when we do dominate the game globally. And it's been exciting to work towards that, and just dreaming of it. Well, for the old guys, it does put a smile on our faces.